Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be doing Paragon 2 versus Paragon 1 testing on the Pioneer server. Halcyon has set his defense using only Paragon 1 heroes and I've upgraded heroes to Paragon 2. We're going to begin by mirror matching and see is it even at all possible for the Paragon 1 team to win. Now, the first thing I have to talk about is in my previous video, I didn't really cover this because I didn't even realize it at the time. But someone pointed it out and it is actually has been confirmed by the support that how Inspiration and Intimidation are going to work. If, for example, my entire team, and like I have actually 6 heroes fielded right now, Paragon 2, and their entire team is 6 heroes of Paragon 1. The difference between each hero's Inspiration and Intimidation from this Paragon tier is 7% Inspiration and Intimidation. So it's not just that my whole team gets 7% bonus Inspiration and Intimidation compared to the opponent. It's actually 7% per hero. So 7 times 6 is going to be 42%. So we actually have 42% increase like effectiveness of our healing, of our shielding, of our buffs, and the opponent has 42% less of all of that just by having this one Paragon tier difference, and that is why Inspiration and Intimidation are honestly just out of control. Like, it is just too much. Like, I thought it was just actually just the raw 7% for your entire team, but then it didn't really make sense, because then what if one of your heroes was not Paragon 2, right? But the rest were, then how would it work? So anyway guys, we have mirror matched it. I have verified that his main Fester is in front of the Lily May. We have exactly the same information. We have the confining spell. None of us have any faction talents. The only difference is Paragon 2 versus Paragon 1. Let's see how the fight is going to play out. So the difference with this fight as compared to the testing we did yesterday is that between Paragon 2 and 1, there's not as big of a difference. We got the Bonnie kill though, which is pretty big because my Bonnie is untouched because they weren't even able to break through my Taylene in terms of damaging her. And we have the debuff stuck onto the backline, onto the Lily May, onto their Tassi, onto the Taylene. Or, well, Taylene will resurrect herself and cleanse the debuff. But yeah, the enemy Tassi has a debuff and that is game over. So that looked very dominant. Some of it could be down to RNG. When we take a look at the damage chart, yeah, there's a definite advantage for our side. So this is going to be really interesting, guys. And in the coming days, each day in Pioneer server, we're going to get 1 extra Paragon Ascension, potentially. So then tomorrow we'll do Paragon 3, maybe versus Paragon 2 testing. Even in today's video, we'll attack in the regular arena, try to find some people and see just what this difference is. So in this fight, luckily, their Bonnie survived. Like, she was able to cast her Nightfall Shift before dying. Now she goes down. However, it definitely is better for the opponent in this situation. We do have a debuff onto the enemy Tassi, which is good for us, but we don't have a debuff onto their Lily May. And so things could get rough because my Lily May went down, and the opponent, yeah, we're 3v3 at this point. And they kill my Ferestro. The enemy Lily May just didn't get debuff, but there we go. We get her killed, and I think we're gonna win most likely from this position. But this was a lot closer, and showing you that okay, maybe the difference between Paragon 2 and Paragon 1 is not terrible, but the fact of the matter is just the problem that Inspiration and Intimidation, they're giving your whole team a pretty massive benefit, right? Like normally Paragon upgrade is just for that specific hero. If you're giving a team-wide buff of that amount, that is too much. And yeah, so even in this fight where things went worse for us, we did end up winning, but it didn't look as one-sided, right? Okay, but now we're going to try actually attacking it with like a real formation, like what I would actually try to bring. So if I was trying to attack this team a bit more seriously, I would come up with something like this with Tassi, Taylene, Bonnie, and then we have the Damien for more healing, because the previous team we were running basically didn't have a healer. Damien can work, Ludovic can work here, so let's try this team. So Taylene's going to tank the debuffs of the enemy Bonnie, which is good, because then she can resurrect and she's going to cleanse them off of herself at least. Our Bonnie did take a bit of damage, but now she casts her ultimate, and it's pretty much going to be probably game over from here. Bonnie goes down, but like the thing is we have Tassi, Taylene, Ferester, Damien, and the opponent just has Taylene, Tassi, and they're going to go down. So when you use an actual, like, when you try to use a good formation, then it's going to be even more difficult for the opponent to defend. And now another thing that I want to try is I want to try Dionel, because who is a hero which will get so much value from all of these buffs is really Dionel, because the heroes which have a more buff heavy comp are going to get more value from the Intimidation, Inspiration, Stab bonus. So we're going to go for the Dionel comp. We have the full Dionel comp. We're going to run it. So Dundlinger, Dionel, we're going to run Smokey, Leica, so all out. And then for the final hero, We could even do Hugin as well, right? But isn't this too many buffs for the Dionel? Anyway, we'll try it. We'll try this for the Dionel. We'll give him the lightning spell as well. Yeah, okay, so he... The Dionel is going to be buffed up to extreme. Also the inspiration, intimidation. The opponent actually has a team that, all things considered, can actually defend well against Dionel because they have like Tassi, Talene, who are not easily able to be killed. But the thing is, with this Paragon boost and also all of these buffs, I want to see the Dionel. It's going to be crazy. Right? There, look at that burst. Almost one-shotting the Bonnie, and then we have the arrows to clean it up. Cast the ultimate so much, like, so quickly into the match, and it's game over within 12 seconds before Dunlinger ultimate can even wear off, and then it's not even fair. So when you have a team that is like utilizes buffs like the Dunlinger Dionel team, there is no shot. Like the opponent just there's no way they're gonna deal with it. You want to watch? We can watch it again, or we can go for like a different version. But Hugin is probably the best. Like this is the maximum. This is like the maximum buffed up Dionel possible, right? So. I just want to watch it again. It was so much fun to watch that. I want to see whether his true damage burst can actually just kill him. But why? He has such crazy energy recovery if you watch it here. He's able to cast his ultimate just 9 seconds into the match and then clean up everything. Like, that is too dominant, right? So, if someone has a Dunlinger Dionel and their Paragon 4, if these changes go through, you are done for. I wonder if that is one of the reasons they did it, because like Dunlinger Dionel, even Paragon 4s were being defeated by Tossie, Moeller, Buff Tiles, and other teams like that. Maybe people were upset about that, and that's why like such a crazy buff has been like thought of. But either way, as it stands right now, it's just not possible to run like this type of intimidation inspiration. This is only the Paragon 2 versus Paragon 1 difference, right? And there's no chance. If someone has a Dionel with these bonus inspiration stats, you are gonna get wrecked. Okay, let's try a different comp. Let's try, like, this is kind of a weird, yeah, we'll have it like this. Yeah, this is better. Have the Bonnie, somewhat protected and giving energy, and we can have Ludovic, confining spell. Let's try this team. Yeah, I think this should be a pretty good team. Let's see how Harak does with the Paragon advantage. Because Harak applies buffs to himself, right? The Flesh Feast. And so that is gonna be empowered by the inspiration stats. So let's see what happens here. Harak is taking actually quite a lot of damage. But not enough to die. What actually happened? Did he get Aging Magic debuffed? He got pretty massively debuffed. And that is game over. Within 18 seconds, pretty easy looking kill, to be honest. Okay guys, so I'm gonna go to the regular arena now. Okay, we're gonna see Dionel. If Dionel is not Paragon, and you have a major disadvantage. I'm honestly, I want to try just fully free to play heroes. Let's see. So we're gonna do OD, we're gonna do Hugin. Let's go for the Enlightening spell. And then let's go for Damien. Like this is like a pretty much as free to play team as you can get. OD is your only damage dealer. Not even running Lily May. Like Lily May would be even stronger. So we have basically a massive Paragon upgrade for Intimidation Inspiration stats. Is it gonna be possible for our free to play team to beat him? Okay, and Odie is our only damage dealer. Yeah, I mean, oh wow, he did nuke pretty hard, but not hard enough. Like the shielding is already enough to take this, which should not be happening. Like a Dionel, when he is buffed up that much, it should not be, like Odie should be dead by now, but Odie is still somehow alive. Let's see what happens here. Like, yeah, I think we got it. Okay, so even using like this is like almost as free to play as it gets, not even using Lily May, we got a pretty convincing win against a Dionel team that doesn't have the Paragon upgrades. And this is the other problem. You might be thinking, oh, the Paragon buff is really good for Dionel, so if you have Dionel, then that will be good. But the problem is if someone has a Paragon tier upgrade to you, like Paragon, like we just have 2 Paragon tiers of the lower tiers. And this difference from Paragon, or Supreme Plus to Paragon 2, is just a bit more than the difference from Paragon 2 to Paragon 3. So like if someone had a full Paragon 3 team, and they're attacking your Paragon 2 Dionel, it would be almost like this. This is almost how it would end up happening. And like these heroes, these are almost, other than Hugin, and I don't know if you really, Hugin was pretty important for this fight, honestly, but you could probably use something else. And these are just free to play heroes. Like, and plus 15 OD most people have. And like, if you've been playing from global and you're a mid spender, you probably even have these guys at Paragon 2 already. And you would be beating out like the meta Supreme Plus teams. Yeah. Okay, let's try some more attacks right here and see what we can do. We have, okay, rank 19 player 940. He's running Paragon 1s. Okay. He's running, oh, is this seems like the same player. No, this is a slightly different defense. So he's running the Paragon 1s. Okay, but now we're going to bring out the Dionel. Let's bring out the Dionel Paragon 2. And show you how crazy this is. So we're going to have this. Do we even want Hugin? Yeah, I guess we're going to go for Hugin. Go for Hugin and then Smokey like all out. Okay. So this is the team that we're going to be running. Alright, let's go. Enlightening Swell onto the Dionel. So watch the burst. Boom. Okay, so Bonnie is still alive, but we get the ultimate so quickly, and there we go. It's just shredding. And that is the thing. So it's basically how the buffs currently stand, is things are so volatile. If you have one Paragon tier on all of your heroes higher than the opponent, that gives you a really big advantage, even when it is only Paragon 1 to Paragon 2. But if, for example, the opponent has Paragon 3 OD Shakir like we just showed, basically, and you have a Paragon 2 Dionel team, good luck. You're going to be cleared by an OD. But that is basically the crazy thing. So anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this sort of showcase. We will do more testing as time goes on and we get like Paragon 3 upgrades and things like that. But definitely as it stands right now, the buffs need to be balanced. Most importantly, I think you need to remove Intimidation, Inspiration. I think they should be completely cut. And I think for the other buffs, like, I think what we had before was a good level. Maybe we can, like, slightly buff Paragon 3 and Paragon 4 compared to previous. Like, I'm talking about previous where it was only 6% damage boost each Paragon stage. Maybe the Paragon 3, Paragon 4 can get a slight boost because people are spending more and they need more copies to do that. That can be understandable. But these Inspiration, Intimidation stats, these are just not working. It's just, it becomes very, very volatile and just one-sided for the player who has a higher upgrades, and they can clear things which they should not be clearing. Like this should not be clearing a Dionel. Well, Paragon 2 versus basically that. Like if you would attack with this team into a Supreme Plus Dionel team in regular arena right now, there is no way that this OD Shakir team would be able to be clearing this. But with the Inspiration and Intimidation stats, it was able to. So anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now, and thank you for watching.